folks.
Jesus.
We are live. Welcome back to the next episode of the Why Not Us podcast. I'm AJ. I'm here with Ron and George. We got beat up a little bit last week. Huh? Wasn't great.
Well,
but
it was a weird week.
Week 5 was definitely not great to us, but I have news for everybody. We are all still in the green overall.
Well, I think two of us were still in the green last week.
I think Ronnie was in.
Ron had a tough week.
No, I had a tough week.
I was 12, 14, and 2, I think.
I was 11, 15, and 2. Ron was 12, 14, and 2. And G, you were 15, 11, and 2.
Okay.
So you had a good week.
That's not bad.
So overall, Ron's 69, 47, and 2. Green.
69.
65, and both you and I are both 65, 51, and 2. So both in the green.
Yeah.
So we're doing all right. Okay.
Doing well.
Week 6. Do you know what we would call week 6? Bounce back week.
Bounce back.
That's
it.
Here we go.
It's bounce back week.
It's not that difficult.
It's a bounce back.
This gambling thing is easy. We got it figured out.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Everyone
just,
gets, one bad week.
It's a bad week. Doesn't mean anything else. All it means is that we have a bounce back week. So
real quick, we were also on the same page for the shotgun last week. Lost both.
Yeah.
Really?
We lost both.
Both the spread and the over/under. So we were 0 for 4 on the shotgun.
Yes. Oh no, I'm saying for Monday night game. Monday night game.
Saints and over.
Yeah, Saints and over was not good. Although it was almost a backdoor cover there too.
Almost.
But then Derek Carr went out.
If Carr stayed in, it had a chance.
Yeah, give us a chance. So Olave catches the fucking ball.
So hot news. Salah is out of New York.
Salah.
Say that again?
Salah.
I don't think that's how you say it.
That's how I say it because.
Well, there's only one way to say it.
Says who? Him?
Yeah, his name.
He doesn't know shit. That's why he's out of
That's why he's out of a job?
It's definitely Salah.
Salah is out of New York.
Bob Salah. Gone out of New York.
I don't know how to feel as a Jets fan. I think it's good. Something had to change before it got too out of control. Like, they had to throw somebody under the bus. I think it's a weird move putting Ulbrich in. I mean, I just don't see how that changes anything.
Well, that's the only move you can make there.
I agree, and I love Ulbrich, and I think that's the heart of the Jets, honestly. But I just don't see how that changes anything from an offensive perspective, which is where they're lacking.
I agree with you. This is just kind of a weird timing thing where it's just week 5. You're 2-3. You're not doing horrible. Lost a weird game to one of the best teams in the league.
They look bad, though.
Overseas.
They look bad.
They could have won a couple games, though. But this just stinks of Aaron Rodgers. It stinks of Aaron Rodgers. This has Aaron Rodgers written all over it.
Sold your soul.
You wanted him gone.
Yep, they sold their soul to the devil with that.
And then,
There's no way he wasn't behind the scenes with this.
Yeah, they said that he had a conversation with Woody, right? And that apparently that's not what it was about. But, I mean, hello.
Well, did you see that thing
but they
that...
escorted him out of the building.
Yes,
they did.
There must have been an argument. There had to be an argument.
Gase didn't get escorted out of a building, but they're saying he did.
If you're going to escort anybody out of a building,
the eyes. that guy's going to kill somebody.
Talk about having eyes everywhere, dude. That fucking guy.
Chameleon.
I mean, did you see that thing that Salah wanted to fire Hackett, but then they fired him before he could do that?
Which, again...
That's Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
Right. So
it just stinks of him, yeah.
I think that, again, I think this might be a momentum builder, right? Like, this is, like, sometimes teams fire a coach, but more so that happens when the coach is, like, a real cancer. And I don't think Robert Saleh was a cancer.
I don't think so either, but you do see this. Teams...
Bounce, yeah. Right.
Like momentum around this, the Raiders
last
I think 2 years ago was Pierce.
Yeah.
I think it happened another time recently, and
when Pierce came in for...
I mean, Jets have the Bills this week, which is not great. Not great, but...
Do you think that the team doesn't like Salah, though? Or it was just Rodgers that doesn't like Salah?
I don't think so. I think everywhere Salah's been, guys have loved him.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
That's what was weird about it. Like, somebody had to take the fall, and it makes sense that it's the head coach, right? It makes sense.
I feel like if this was a firing...
timing thing.
Yeah.
To me...
When the defense is doing great, and he's the defensive guy.
And if you're going to do it, fire him before the season. Get the new guy in.
It should have been like him and Hackett.
This was right, or just Hackett.
Yeah.
I would have been happier with just Hackett.
That's Rodgers' boy. No way.
Yeah, but like
exactly.
So here's the bigger question, right? Is like how much is Rodgers affecting like every single play that's getting called in the huddle? Because then you have to blame Rodgers just as much as you have to blame Hackett.
That's true.
I don't like Hackett.
That's true.
But like it's almost as if I don't know. It's an interesting concept. I think it might be a boost for the team, right? It's a different feel. Now you're coming into Monday Night Football. You have the Bills. It's a tough game. The Bills are coming off kind of two shitty performances. I don't know. I hope it's a boost. Something had to happen in New York. Like they're only 2-3, but they look bad.
Yeah.
Well, and they're also like it's this year.
The offense.
This is the year they clear house.
You're all in.
But stars are kind of lining. If they do come out and win this game on Monday Night Football against a good Bills team who has had a bad couple of weeks, and they do come out and win this game, this could be something that just propels them.
Right.
You know,
I agree.
It's like Brady when, they were bad. The year they went on to win the Super Bowl in Tampa, they were horrible until like week 10.
That's true.
But then they had that bye week, and then they came out and they just went on a run.
Yeah.
And this could be the start of a run that the Jets could have.
I think so too. So yeah, that's that. As a Jets fan, I'm hopeful. I mean, I'm always hopeful, and I always, get my heart broken and my dreams crushed. But this is just part of the. I'm a loyal guy.
Honestly, that's all three of us. That's Notre Dame, that's the Jets, that's the Vikings.
Yeah, true. So we'll move on. Is the MLB cool?
Yeah, Mets are.
This is
cool.
This is
Mets
the
are
time
cool.
of year when the MLB gets cool.
Yeah.
I watched the whole Mets game last night.
Crazy take. I watched the Yankee game over Monday Night Football game.
Whoa.
Yeah, I watched the Yankee game over the Chiefs Saints.
Wow.
Game. Yeah. I was keeping an eye on the score.
Nauseous
if it got closer, Yankees.
I remember you because you weren't texting about the game, and I was
you
like,
didn't miss much. It was a very one-sided.
Well, you didn't miss much for the Yankee game either.
Yeah. Well, the Mets are up 2-1 against the Phillies in the series. It's Wednesday, by the way. They are live now.
They're playing now.
0-0 still.
Yeah.
The Yankees are on tonight too, I believe, right?
7
They are
o'clock.
on tonight. I don't know what it is with the Yankees, not to cut you off real quick, but the Yankees, October comes around and they don't know. They leave their bats on the plane or something. They just don't know.
Told him.
What?
Ronnie and I talked earlier today, and we said G is going to say this exact thing verbatim. And you just said it.
What?
Not that it's not
that
true.
the
'cause
Yankees
it's
can't
true.
hit?
Yeah, they have no hitting in
They can't
October.
hit.
It's true. No, I didn't.
Bats disappeared.
Not only that, is Aaron Rodgers his career postseason average is 208.
Did you say Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge. I didn't say Aaron Rodgers.
Can't get him off your mind.
But
I said Salem.
and he has the highest strikeout percentage
Yes.
in the history of the MLB. Aaron Judge.
Really?
2 MVP seasons.
So that means it's either a home run or a strikeout.
No, it's not like that. Because in the regular season, he's batting
just
320.
the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah, he's the MVP.
I don't know what
I
it
didn't hear
is,
that
but
part.
this guy.
He had a hit last game.
yeah, but
I didn't hear that part.
it's. I don't know. It's like baseball's such a mental game, and I feel like it's in his head, and he just has to get out of that slump.
I mean, look at Pete Alonso. He didn't do dick, then he walks one off, and now he's.
No.
I think
That's cool for him because he's annoying. Man.
That
That's
made
big.
him
Yeah.
probably $100 million.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm not even, and he probably wasn't going to be a Met, but as the Mets now, I don't know how you don't sign
Get rid of
him.
him.
No, yeah, you can do one thing like
You
that.
have to sign him now.
Look at Aaron Boone.
Right. So yeah, I think the MLB is kind of cool. Playoff baseball is fun. Speaking of fun playoff
season's just too
series, NHL is back.
Yeah, Rangers start today, right?
Rangers start tonight. Yeah.
No, weren't they on already?
Were they?
I could be wrong. 7:30. What am I talking about?
it's there.
What?
They have the Penguins.
There was something about Igor's contract.
Turned it
right?
down.
He turned
They
$88 million or
Yes,
something.
yeah. They
And
offered
he turned
him.
it down.
He would have
and
been the
he's-
highest, right?
I believe so.
And he
I think it
turned
would have been the
How many
highest
years
every
was that?
year.
88 million.
4, I think. No.
No, I think it was 8.
Good for those.
Eight-
I was
eight.
gonna say, good for those NHL guys. They're finally starting to get paid.
Yeah.
If anybody
It's
No,
11.
it was not that much. I'm not talking about.
It was $11 million a year. I think it was. I think it was 8 years.
I think you have
80
the
million.
number right. Yeah.
It's not a bad life.
But he turned it down, so I guess he's betting on himself. If he comes out and performs this year, they win a playoff series or two.
That's
And-
kind of a weird.
Yeah, I know. What does he want? Another $1 million next year?
Exactly. I don't know what you're looking
Is
for.
that,
I don't
is that
know.
amongst goalies in the NHL, or is that
Yeah, I think he would have been the highest, right?
just goalies? or
Yeah, I
pure-
think just goalies.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not NHL guys, but I think.
8 years, $88 million. Would have been the highest paid goaltender in NFL history.
Yeah, I think the big name guys get paid more,
Yeah.
but then goalies. Position-wise,
makes
it's
sense.
goalies,
Yeah, that makes
but there's a couple like forwards and stuff that get stars that get.
Yeah.
Highest since 2017, which is Montreal goaltender Carey Price.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about hockey.
Yeah, I mean, I always like if an NHL game's on and nothing else is on, I'll turn it on and I'll enjoy it.
NHL playoffs are electric.
NHL playoffs are amongst the best thing in all of sports.
And honestly, going to a hockey game live,
best.
Yeah, it's fun.
Probably the best sport to go to live.
Greater
we should go to
than
one
NFL.
this year.
Non-stop action.
Greater than the NFL.
I think so too.
Greater than the NFL.
Yeah, I obviously
can't
just
say
enjoy football more.
I just love football.
Yeah, me
I
too.
do too, but if I had to choose live,
Yeah, there's boring NFL
Dude,
games.
sitting against on the boards in hockey for
Yeah.
60 minutes,
it's gotta be
there's nothing better than that.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So yeah, a couple fun things. It's a good time in sports. NBA is right around the corner.
Nah, who
College
cares?
basketball is right around the corner. This is a
I like that.
fun time in sports.
Yep.
you
I'm
know?
excited for the
Good
Knicks.
time, yeah.
Yeah, I am excited for the Knicks. You know, I think I don't know how I felt about the Karl Anthony Towns
Hate it.
move,
Hate it.
You've always hated him because he changed his voice.
but to be fair, he does change his voice. He does change his voice. So, I'm excited about the next season. I don't like breaking up the Villanova,
That's what the
group, and I like DiVincenzo.
They said DiVincenzo wanted out, apparently.
That's surprising to me. The thing about the Knicks
Yeah,
last year,
he said he didn't love the whole Villanova thing, but I don't know if that was bullshit.
part of the reason the Knicks did so well in the last couple of seasons and why they work is because they're all nitty gritty. Nobody needs their 30 and 10.
not even Brunson.
Not even Brunson. He doesn't care. They'd rather win the game, and that's why they're doing so well. So, you just hope that Karl Anthony Towns doesn't come in and want his 30 and 10, which I don't think
he will.
I don't think he's that guy. I just hope
he is not a doll.
Listen, they had to get a center. They had to get a center.
That's a good point.
Hartenstein's gone, and I loved him.
Yeah, he got paid.
I would have rather them save the space and grab a guy like him who could just wreck the boards.
But
and
honestly,
have scoring.
Yeah.
If you wanted a center, he's gonna hang out on the perimeter 40% of the time.
Yeah,
he's gonna be out there
But
out wide shooting threes. He's not a true center.
He could get it under the boards though.
Of course, he's 7 feet tall.
And what's his name? I don't think he's coming back till January, if that. And I think that's Robinson.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think it'll be interesting.
So Hartenstein, his contract that he got, where would you rank him for centers?
Low, but
he's just next man up. So
fair. I just want to compare
it at the right time.
I want to compare it to Igor, who's probably the best goalie in hockey.
NBA contracts are outrageous.
$87 million for 3 years versus $88 million for 8 years for what is the best player in
NBA
That's what I'm saying
contracts
about
are
hockey.
outrageous.
Like,
It's
these guys
ridiculous.
deserve to get
Well,
paid.
did you see Embiid's contract? I think he's making $70 million or something like that.
Let's see.
A year?
Yeah, it's something insane.
5 year, 147.
No,
So it's an average of 30.
No, that's not right.
Okay.
I'm thinking of someone else then. Dude, people are making $60 million a year.
But I think his is loaded differently.
What's
I think
Brian
he makes
James making?
I thought Embiid just got broken off.
Either way, listen. If you're making $30 million a year,
maybe
I'll take it.
Maybe you're right. No, you're definitely right.
So it's an exciting time.
51,
in sports.
55, 59, 64, 69. That's what he has for the next 5 years.
Okay.
5 years.
So it was last year. It's
You're
essentially
right.
70.
It was different, yeah.
Whoa.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Fun time in sports. So let's get to the bread and butter, the NFL. It is Wednesday.
My dudes.
We're making our picks. We'll start at Thursday Night Football. The Niners are at the Seahawks, and the Niners are -3.5, and the over-under is 49.5. I actually think this is going to be a fun game.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
I think it's going to be a fun game.
Seahawks play good in the division.
They do.
Competitive.
So what do you got, G? I'll let you start.
Everything, the line and everything about this game is Seahawks are home. They're getting 3.5 points. Everything tells me to take Seahawks plus 3.5, and that's why I'm taking Niners -3.5. It's just too juicy. It makes too much sense to take the Seahawks. So I'm just going to go opposite my gut, take the Niners -3.5, and I'm going to go under 49.5. I think it's going to be a low-scoring, gritty game, but I think the Niners probably score a late touchdown, go up 10 points, and cover.
I think I'm with you on the Niners. I like the -3.5. I think the Niners might score a touchdown at the end of the game or something along those lines. I don't know. I mean,
Like a 27-20
Seahawks
game.
will play them tough, but they're still beat up, right? Like the defense is shot.
They are.
With that said, that's why I like the over 49.5.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna turn into a quick little shootout. I'm hoping Purdy goes off a little bit from a fantasy perspective. But I'm taking Niners -3.5 and over 49.5.
Okay. I kind of disagree with you saying that it seems like it's so obvious for Seattle because the Niners are the Niners and people are just like, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Which
yeah,
is
they've
why
been saying
I
that for
took
a few weeks, though.
Yeah, right. So I took Seattle plus 3.5.
No.
It's just anytime a division game home team getting points, it's like, I have to take the points.
How'd that work out for the Bengals last week?
It was close. It was close.
See that hold by that kicker? I mean, the holder? Horrible.
Bad. Terrible.
Bad.
I'm also taking the over.
He messed up twice.
I think, like, Niners defense is good, but they're, Hufanga, whatever his name is, he just got hurt.
He's out, yeah.
The Niners haven't looked great.
No, they don't.
No,
And Seattle doesn't look bad,
They
but
haven't
Seattle's
looked to their potential, I
defense,
should say.
Seattle's defense is banged up. So there's going to be scoring. I think I have a prop I really like in this. Debo's got to score soon, right?
Has to. The fact that the Niners are 2-3, I mean, they're pissed.
Yeah.
They have to win.
You're
It's
right.
like the Bengals. They're the best 1-4 team maybe in the history of sports.
See, this is why I feel like I'm going against my gut to take Seattle.
You just said you were taking Seahawks. Oh, yeah,
Correct.
Seattle.
That
Seattle
they are
Seahawks.
from Seattle.
Seattle
The
Seahawks.
Hawks just lost 3 guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're pissed too.
Giants.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
They don't look bad at all.
What do you say?
Without
Yeah.
Neighbors, without
What do you
Singletary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kid's good, Tyrone Tracy. He had like 119 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
Runs hard, that kid.
Yeah, I like him.
Might have found him.
Yeah,
diamond
take
in
the
the
over.
rough.
It's an interesting game.
rounds.
I'm excited for it.
No, this should be a back and forth. I see DK having a big game. I see Debo having a big game. Kittle's been on fire.
He has been. Yeah.
Tyler.
They need him more.
And he
like,
had weird
Tyler Lockett.
issues last year where he'd have either 0 catches
Right.
or 10 catches.
It's
for
not even like an
120 yards
issue,
and
it's just
2
game
touchdowns.
script.
Yeah, for sure. But it seems like they're utilizing him more.
Yes, they have to.
Yeah.
Ayuk had a big game.
Ayuk. Yep.
Just to touch on that trade real quick, Michael Pittman just got hurt.
And Josh Downs still put
that's
up
big.
like
So Josh
16
Downs
Downs
Still had the
Downs can be good.
90-something yards,
I
right?
loved. I traded you for Josh Downs last year, and I loved him.
Might be
Yeah.
placed on injury
I like
reserve,
Downs.
Pittman.
Downs is a great little route runner, man. He's solid. He reminds me of a Tyler Lockett, honestly, except maybe even better.
Yeah, Lockett's always like reliable.
Right. I saw a clip the other day of him just
He is reliable.
refusing to get
Yeah.
hit. Like he
How
just
old
goes
is
down.
he? I feel like he's been in the league
He's been
for
around from the Russell Wilson
been a
days.
while.
forever. Yeah.
Let's move on. The next is the Jags are at the Bears, -2. So, dog shit game of the week.
I would say so, but it's 9:30 in the morning. I can't pick that as a dog shit game. I want to be up watching football.
It's fair.
That's
Those are
fair.
always weird games.
Yeah,
Those are always
that's
weird
true
games.
too.
Yeah.
And I hate
The
that.
time
I have to admit
difference,
this. Bears look a little
neither
better.
team are home.
I know they do.
Bears defense is pretty good, and Caleb is going to get
Okay.
better.
So
I hated to admit to say, yeah.
For the sake of to respect the fact that we have 9:30 a.m. Eastern
Yes.
Standard Time football,
I think we can't pick it.
we're gonna avoid the dog shit game of the week.
Yeah,
in this game.
because
Okay.
I'll be watching this from beginning to end.
So
Because
the-
I get up, put the TV on, it's
It's
perfect.
okay.
Also, what is better than why don't they do this every week?
Yeah.
Wake up as soon as that game ends. It's like 11:30,
We're going.
11:45.
Listen,
perfect.
I'm an
No,
early
it's-
riser.
Or, I mean, 12.
yeah.
West Coast. Imagine me the West Coast. 6:30 in the morning. I'm an early riser.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Early cup of Joe.
That would
house
make
is
me an early
asleep.
riser.
House is asleep.
Yeah, that'd get me up.
You know, the smell of Folgers coming through the house.
When I was in Hawaii, I was watching football
Hawaii?
at, 7 a.m., I think? 1 o'clock
That's a
games
crazy
are?
time
Isn't it
difference.
Yeah.
Hawaii?
That's a crazy
Hawaii.
time difference. I think there's a V in
It's Sailor.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
So the Bears are -2. The over-under is 44.5. Go ahead, Ron. I'll let you take this one.
-2 you have? Okay.
I had 1.5, but
I have 1.5 as well.
I'm taking the Bears because both offenses I think are going to figure out a little bit, but the Bears defense is better, which is a Jaguars
We'll go with
defense is terrible.
We'll go with 1.5. Sorry to cut you off, but we'll go
Okay.
with 1.5.
Cool.
I'm going to take the Bears. I think Caleb's starting to figure it out. They're giving DJ Moore the ball a lot. Swift finally knows what he's doing.
He killed a guy.
I think Jacksonville will score, but I think that at a certain point they're going to get stopped. And Trevor Lawrence is going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Seems to be the pattern.
Yeah.
44.5.
Yes, I took the over. I thought you were asking the number. And then I wrote prop here, Moore over everything. I like DJ Moore to get the ball a lot.
Okay.
He's been their bread and butter. Keenan's not been involved.
It took them 4 weeks to figure it out, 3 weeks to figure it out. Get Swift and get Moore the ball.
I know.
Period.
Did you see his
It's not
fantasy?
rocket science.
His fantasy projections have like doubled.
Yeah.
It's like they gave him the ball and it's like all of a sudden everyone's just
Yeah,
like, oh,
DeAndre
he's going to be
Swift,
good
you're
now. Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what he said? Yeah.
I drafted him in like the 4th round, 5th round.
Yeah, no, I liked
probably-
that. And then it
that's
looked
probably
terrible.
Yeah, so it wasn't like early draft pick, but it makes sense.
The Bears were a big question mark this year.
Yeah, they were.
They just needed Caleb Williams to perform.
But that's why I like the running back on the team, because you imagine if anybody's going to touch the ball the most with a rookie quarterback, it's
and they paid him to get there too.
Right.
Swift's always been pretty good. He just has weird things that go.
I'm with you. I'm also taking the Bears minus 1.5, and I'm also taking the over 44.5.
Excellent. Really? Is that?
Oh no.
Is that what you're taking?
I'm on the Bears. I'm taking the Bears minus 1.5. I really think Caleb Williams has figured it out.
Shitty
the last few weeks. As much as I hate to admit it, I really don't like admitting it.
I know.
I'm with you on that one.
But I do think he's slowly figuring it out. Listen, I think we've been spoiled these past couple years with Stroud and Daniels coming into the league and just dominating.
Yeah.
Well, Caleb Williams isn't doing that. But did you see that conversation between Stroud and Williams the other week?
No.
After the game, after the Texans played the Bears?
Yeah, I didn't think that was disrespectful by Stroud.
No, I thought it was disrespectful by Williams.
I thought so too.
Shooing them all.
Yeah, and that's not the media though. They're saying that now look at Caleb after he tried to little brother him. I think it was bullshit. Caleb was a dickhead.
That is not what Stroud is doing.
I agree.
What he's about.
I agree.
He's a genuine guy.
Yes.
So after the game, after the Texans played the Bears, they dapped each other up, and Stroud was like, hey, you got to stop taking those hits, blah, blah, blah. And Williams was like, yeah, sure, and started walking away.
Yeah, he brushed
him off. No, look at me. And then he started to explain to him, you have to be smarter like this,
genuinely
this and that.
looking out for
I thought, that's how I took
Caleb Williams was like, yeah, thanks, and walked away.
Yeah, he brushed him off completely.
But to be fair, he's looked better.
And no doubt.
He's already a cocky fuck, and he might find that confidence to start playing well.
He's going to have games where he goes off and games where he looks absolutely terrible at the beginning of the year, but this against the Jaguars is a typical he's going to look good this game.
Yeah. And Jags are
nice.
Sorry, team.
That's our theme song.
Sorry. Technical difficulties.
Get off that thing.
And the Jags, granted the Jags, they look a little better, but
yeah.
Give me the over 44.5.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
That means we have one shotgun banked. It's banked.
Should we wait?
Okay,
Do we wait?
Let's wait a couple minutes. Let's rifle through a couple more, and then we'll come back to
rifle through that shot.
Next game. Eagles are home against the Browns. The Eagles are minus 9 points.
Get them out.
Over-under is 42.5. I'll start here.
Go ahead and start, Andrew.
It's a lot of points, man.
What is it? What do you have?
I have Eagles at home 9-point favorites.
Okay. I have 8.5.
Wait, what?
What do you have?
I have 6.5. Wait, what are you talking about?
Wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went through FanDuel, so I had Washington next. Eagles, Browns, I have 8.5, yeah.
All right, so we'll go with 8.5.
Oh my God, it's up to 9.5. What the hell happened?
I have 9.
9.5?
I legitimately just put this in an hour ago, and it's at 9.5.
I just put it in 10 minutes ago.
Me in the middle. I have 9.
What are you at?
actively.
8.5.
I have 9 live.
What the hell just happened?
Let's go with 9.
Wait, something
Only
must
in
have
the
just happened. How do you just jump up a point?
I have 9, so it's a half a point.
Oh, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are.
Oh, it is 9.5.
We'll go with 9.5 because it ain't gonna go down from now to Sunday.
Well, I had 8.5, so I think we should take that.
Okay, yeah, it did go to 9.5.
All right, let's take 9.5.
All right, so 9.5 points.
That changes nothing.
Yeah,
Me neither, but I think I don't know.
I don't know. It's a lot of points. The Eagles, I don't know. I think I'm going to go, I don't like this at all, but I'm going to go with the Eagles. Are they going to win this game by 10 points? I'll go Eagles minus 9.5, and I'll go. This is a tough one because
it's a weird one. The spread is so big and the over/under is so
it's
low.
Almost like if you take the Eagles,
you're saying they're covering.
Correct. If you take either team, you imagine you're going to take the over, but I don't like the over. But I also don't like the minus 9.5.
But a 20-10 game, that's only 30 points, and that could easily happen.
I'm going to take the Eagles minus 9.5, and I'm going to take the under 42.5. I think it might end up being like a 24-10 kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going Eagles minus 9.5, under 42.5.
I think I'm a sucker, but I'm taking the Browns plus 9.5.
Yeah,
the Eagles' defense is not that good. The Eagles aren't that good. I mean, they do get a lot of weapons back. They'll be cooking.
So many points.
But it's so many points. Yeah. I'm going to take the over. I think the Eagles are going to score, but I think the Browns may get lucky on some shit. They had a 80-yard touchdown call back the other day that could have changed that game.
True.
All I know is I started Njoku.
Over you're taking?
Taking over.
What do you got, Jay?
And he had one catch the first play of the game and didn't get another catch. So
That's true.
I'm riding with you, AJ. Taking Eagles -9.5, under 42.5. The Browns just look so incompetent on offense.
Yep.
They can't score. I can see this game, like, not even being a blowout, but like a 20-10 game can easily happen here. 23-10. I just don't think the Browns are capable of scoring more than 2 touchdowns in a game.
The problem is, though, I think the Browns at any point could score 24 points.
Deshaun Watson
just
looks
like
absolutely atrocious.
I mean, 24-20 is still over.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to score 20 points.
Do that,
And Philly's defense stinks. What? Wait, what's
offense?
24-17 isn't over.
Did you see they released Devin White? Didn't play him at all and then released him?
Really?
Yeah. Like,
What's going on with that?
I don't know. And they like would interview him after the games, and he was like totally fine. He's like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, I'm not playing. And then they released him.
Interesting.
And Sirianni doesn't want to talk about it.
That's weird.
It's weird, right?
Feels like something else happened.
Something happened, unless he's got some like undisclosed injury or
It's
something.
like Saul getting escorted out of the building.
Yeah, Rogers probably
Like
escorted
stole a
him.
monitor or something.
Yeah, can I just grab a couple things from my office? My daughter painted me a picture. No, sorry, sir. You gotta leave.
Get the fuck
That's
out.
ours now.
Yeah, there's an old fucking Super Bowl ring from 60 years ago hiding somewhere.
Nope, sir. Sorry.
Ravens are home against the Commanders. The Ravens are 6.5-point favorites. Over under 51.5.
Ravens home against.
Gee, I'll push this one to you. You can start here.
Where is this game? So yeah, I think this is going to be a great game.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
think 2 very good quarterbacks playing at a very high level are just meeting right now in this game. How could I not take the Commanders plus 6.5 here? How could I not? I know Ravens are home. I know they're one of the best teams in football, but man, I mean, they could win this game, the Commanders. Jaden Daniels has just played absolutely unbelievable. I know their defense can't stop a nosebleed, but I just want this to be a close game, and I want to see Jaden Daniels do well. So I'm going to take Commies plus 6.5, and I'm going to take the over 51.5 as well. I want this to be a high-scoring game, just wire to wire, close game, touchdown, answer.
It's going to be fun.
That's kind of what I want to root for.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bet that way because I want to see it that way.
Yeah.
Want to go?
Yep.
I'm going to take the Ravens. I think this is, like, Washington looks great. They've also played bad teams.
Yeah.
But
Are they going to settle down?
They've
at some point?
destroyed those teams, though.
That's fine. But the Ravens have a better defense, and their offense is going to just kill Washington's defense.
That's fair.
And I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I think a touchdown victory is definitely in the cards here. I think that it'll be like Jaden Daniels be exciting towards the end to try and come back, but in the end they're going to lose by at least a touchdown.
Backdoor cover, though?
Ravens are kind of back. I don't think a backdoor cover. No. I think Lamar is going to want to show him like I'm still who you want to be.
He had some plays last week that were just out of control.
He's crazy.
Out of control.
He's crazy right now.
Insane.
That was a great game last
It was great. He had some plays where like he shook some guys and it resulted in an incomplete pass, so it wasn't on the highlights. But he just made guys look silly the way he makes them miss.
Bro, he would be a starting running back on like
wide receiver,
80%
whatever.
of the
Put him
teams.
anywhere.
Something-
Honestly, have him bulk up a little bit, have him play
I know, it's
linebacker.
unbelievable.
I'm taking the over 51.5. Did you take the under?
That's a deal.
No.
Over?
I'm with
That'd
you,
be
Ronnie.
silly.
I also like the Ravens. I don't have too much explaining as to why. I think the Commanders could easily win this game. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the Ravens, they looked good against the Bengals. They looked good
They looked
the week
really good,
prior
yeah.
against the Bills.
No, they're catching. They had a
caught
rough
their
start.
stride.
Now they're
hitting
I
their
agree.
stride.
I think
They may win
I
out.
think Lamar Jackson
They might.
sun
Really?
He might sun.
Yes,
Daniels.
exactly. Yeah, that's
It
the way I
might
look
happen.
at it. You're gonna see Daniels make a mistake somehow here.
Yeah, the over 51.5 is happening.
That is my for sure pick of the week right there.
Okay.
Over 51.5, my for sure pick. Seems too obvious, but
So
this is
short
gonna
pick of the
be
week is the over
51.5.
Over 51.5. Okay.
Should we shotgun?
it's gonna be 17-7.
It is going to be 17-7. You're right. And Commanders are going to win.
Let's move on. I like the next thing is the Patriots are at home +7 against the Texans. Over under 38. Go ahead, Ron.
I went back and forth on this one because Drake May's playing, and I don't know if some bullshit's going to happen, but I don't think some bullshit's going to happen. I think Houston is going to win by a lot.
That matters.
I'm taking them -7. It definitely matters. I think Drake May look good, but I don't think you're going to come out and just like light up Houston on your first game in the NFL. No. So I'm going to take Houston -7. I'm taking the over just because it's low and Houston will score. Nico Collins is out, but I think Tank Dell goes off. I think this could be like his game where he finally comes.
I can see like Dalton Schultz having a big game.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, Diggs has been good.
Diggs been good.
Yeah,
Diggs has been great. Yeah.
I think Tank Dell.
Big red zone.
I don't think he's looking good.
Well, is he going to be back?
He was hurt.
I'm saying I don't think he's looking good to come back.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
why would
that's
you
kind of. No, that's true.
Sit him on the bench.
Yeah, you don't risk him in this game.
Yeah.
I dropped Cam Akers, idiot.
I'm with you. I'm on the Texans -7. The over-under's tough because it's so low at 38 points.
This is the same thing as the.
But like the Texans,
how they suck you in for
but
this.
I could see the Texans put up 24, 27, right? Like them putting up 24, 27. So like, are the Pats capable of scoring 2 touchdowns? Is really the question here. Drake May might come in and it might bring some momentum. I don't know.
I could see them scoring. Yeah.
You know.
I think they get the rookie involved here. The other one, Polk. Jalen Polk.
You know, and the Texans. I don't know. I mean, to me, the Texans still haven't proven themselves not proven themselves. That's the wrong way to say it. But like they haven't. They're another team that haven't
hit their stride.
Potential. Right.
They haven't hit their stride. They're 4-1, but they haven't hit their stride.
So I'm taking the Texans in the over as well. I'm with you, Roddy.
Okay. Cool. No, come on, don't fucking do it. Do it.
Do it.
I like those both. I like the Texans. I like the over.
Give us
it is what it is. Sometimes
grab us a beer.
Sometimes these teams get some juice with a new quarterback, just like having a new coach. They just get that juice.
Yeah.
And Gillette is going to be going nuts for Drake May. They're just like when Mac Jones came in.
They're going to be excited.
They're just going to be going nuts.
Where is Mac?
Wait, so are you taking Houston or are you taking?
I'm taking Texans.
Oh,
they're going to cover.
But they'll score.
But the Pats are going to score. So I'm taking the over. Yeah.
Thank you.
Where is Mac Jones?
He's on the. He's on the Jags?
Who?
Jaguars?
Mac Jones? Yeah, he's on the Jags.
Right.
All right.
We should let these just warm up.
How did you hit the camera?
Yeah.
And the laptop? Did that hit the laptop?
6 inches in front of you.
Let's give these a minute.
Tom just sits down and reads.
We have 2 in the.
Like nothing happened.
We got 2 in the bank.
We got 2 in the pocket.
Let's give these a minute.
Okay.
Let's run through a couple more.
Can you get 3 more out too?
Should put them on our
Packers
picks.
are at home against the Cardinals. This I think is going to be a fun game. Packers are -5 at home against the Cardinals. Over under is 47.5. I'm taking the Cardinals +5, and I'm taking the over 47.5.
Me too.
Me too. Oh my God. Woof.
I don't know. I feel like Arizona's gonna have bad games, good games.
This is just classic Kyler Murray Cardinals.
Yeah,
this is just what they do.
Yeah.
They come out and ball for a few weeks a year.
Do you know what I like?
And then they go and hide.
Do you know what I like? Cardinals money line. +190, I see it at right now.
I would love that.
Almost 2
I
to
like
1.
that.
I like the Cards money line.
I don't mind that.
This game was almost my sure thing of the week. Almost. And the over was also almost my sure thing of the week. Even though the Packers have been in some low-scored games.
Their defense is hit or miss.
Yeah. I'm saving my sure thing of the week.
Okay. Also, what is with Romeo Dobbs?
Yeah.
What was with that?
He got an attitude. He was all mad because he wasn't being used correctly, so he didn't show up, and then they
How do
suspended
you
him.
just not show up for work?
Because they gave the ball to Wicks, I guess. He was pissed off, but like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but that doesn't look good for future contracts.
No,
on
absolutely
future
not.
Teams and, like,
no way.
Well, to be fair, you can say the same thing about the Devontae Adams news, where like
yeah, but that's different. But he's got like he's made it clear that he doesn't want to be there.
Also,
for a while.
kind of scale it to how you perform on the field with how much of drama that you
cause.
Yeah,
Dobbs and Devontae are not in the same.
Yeah, for some reason the Adams one doesn't bother me that much. I usually find it annoying, but I feel like they just need to understand that at this point.
So that means we have 3.
Also, they stink, and he deserves better.
We have 3 banked up. All the boys are on the same page in 3 different games already, and we're not even past 1.
Are we at still 1 o'clock?
Yeah. So we got 1 more, 2 more 1 o'clock games.
2 more?
Saints are +3.5 at home against the Bucks. Derek Carr's out. Over under's 41.5. Go ahead, G.
Derek Carr's out.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler is playing. Derek Carr's out for a while now.
Oh,
they said a few weeks at least.
All right, then I'm all over the Bucks. All over the Bucks -3.5. And give me the over 41.5. I think Baker,
I'm going to take
great
Tampa Bay
so
as
far.
well. I think they'll win this. I don't think Spencer Rattler's going to be that bad, though, to be honest with you. I think he'll be okay. This will be a typical division game. I'm taking the under.
Talk about Spencer Rattler, though, being like the most hit-or-miss quarterback in college. He was the next big thing coming out of high school, and he just never panned out.
Wasn't he like the number 1 recruit or something?
Yeah. Never panned out.
I am also riding the Bucks -3.5, and I'm also riding the over 41.5.
This is now the second game, too, where 5 of 6 of us have agreed on
the spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't good. Or it could be great.
We're seeing the board. I think.
It's another hashtag bounce back week.
Bounce back week. We're all going to bounce back.
Evans is scoring a touchdown this game.
I feel like
it's the classic Evans versus Marshawn Lattimore here. We're going to see some fire.
You can always count on him to score a touchdown, though.
Couple throw, unless he gets kicked out first, because they will fight. It's a done deal.
They will fight.
That's the sure thing of the week right there.
Last 1 o'clock games.
Can I take that prop?
The Titans are home against the Colts. Dog shit game of the week.
This is the dog shit game of the week.
And it's really not that shitty.
It'll probably be
worse
good.
Dog shit games of the week.
Yeah.
You know, this week there's some good matches.
There's not a horrible one.
This is just a designated dog shit game of the week. I mean, so the Titans are -2.5 at home. Over under 43. Go ahead, Jay. We'll let you.
In what world are the Titans -2.5 here?
Yeah, this went
Give me the Colts.
A point.
Give me the points. Give me the money line on Colts. I think they just come out and win this game. I think they're a good team, the Colts. I really don't think they're a bad team at all. Joe Flacco's still playing, right?
Yes.
I benched him last week.
He has been slinging it. He looks unbelievable.
And I benched him. He fucking went off. I should have played him.
Hot take. I know he's won a Super Bowl in the past. This is the best football he's played in his career.
He does look good.
These last 2 years, it has the best football he's played.
Got nothing to lose.
When he won the Super Bowl, that Ravens defense was.
It was the defense, yeah. And granted, he took care of the ball, didn't make mistakes, but he's playing the best football of his career.
It was Eli Manning esque,
something like that.
He was good enough to win the Super Bowl. Not a stand, but
that Giants defense.
43 is the over under.
I have 43.5, but
I have 43.5. It went up a point in the last hour. Oh, Pittman's out.
I still like the Colts +2.5. Give me the under though. 43 and a hook.
Yeah. 43 and a hook.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ron.
I'm gonna hold my nose and take Tennessee here. I don't know why. They're home. Pollard looks good running the ball. So if they're able to run the ball, yeah, I mean the Colts defense is nothing to write home about. I think at home maybe Levis has a chip on his shoulder because they kept him out that game. I'm still taking the under. This is gonna be a dog shit fucking game. It's gonna be 17-13 or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Yep.
Give me the Colts, my for sure pick of the week.
Wow.
+2.5.
Okay.
Give me that.
Pussy.
What'd you say?
I am on the Colts +2.5, and I'm also on the under.
Ooh, saved us a shotgun.
Yeah.
This is now the third time.
Well, no, he was also on the cut. He
saved us a shotgun.
You saved us. Yes. I don't know. It's dog shit game of the week.
It is.
I think the Colts are also a good team, but I think the Titans could be a halfway decent team, quite frankly.
I feel like we've been saying this week after week. Oh, Will Levis can do it. Will Levis, but
I know. I thought he was going to be better this year. Well, no, he's a fucking bonehead.
Last week Last week he got hurt, and
they kept him out.
What's his name came out? It came in. The dude that was on
who was
the
that?
Steelers.
Yeah.
Oh, Mason Rudolph.
Rudolph the Red Nose.
Good.
Yeah. AC joint.
Yeah, that's a weird game. It's a dog shit game. I'm gonna ride the Colts just because it's the points. Honestly, if the Titans were getting points, I'd probably take the Titans. And the under I think is pretty.
Will Levis makes one of the most boneheaded plays I've ever seen in football. Every single week. It's incredibly consistent.
Pretty shocking.
What
was your for sure?
The over in the Baltimore game.
Speaking of,
it's 4:00 games. Can we take a quick break and shotgun these?
Yeah, we have to. It's the rules.
I'll be right back.
Do you want to?
Are we pausing?
Nobody wants
Pause
to.
Real quick. Let's just do everything you want to do. It's fine.
Do everything. Your world.
It's fine. We're just living in it.
G went out to the car last time.
You got it. You got there eventually.
Dog shit game of the week.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten my for sure of the week, and we have a little ways to go. And I hate
I thought we were gonna save it to the end.
I hate my for sure pick of the week. I hate it. Which is why I love it, quite frankly.
You already told me it.
Yeah, but shh.
I kind of like it.
I think I love it.
I kind of like it.
I hate it, but I love it.
I think that's why I like it. It's because I hate it.
It's like the psycho girlfriend that you have that like is really good in bed. That's what it's like. You hate her because she's a psycho.
But
She's great in bed. You know.
it levels everything out.
Right.
Yeah.
Pick your poison.
It's simple chemistry.
Pick your poison if you will. You know.
Yes.
All right. What do I have to open these fucking bees?
Yeah, we do need something. Tom, where was that
I
thing
have
you
this
had last
little
week?
gadget from last
That
week.
thing was sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and sit on it. There's also darts
won't.
right behind you.
I'm gonna wait till Ron's here, so I'm not sitting here like a jackass with an open beer.
I'm gonna, because I'm a stud. I just heard the toilet flush.
Yeah, it's like I'm in the bathroom with him.
Somebody's daughter.
It's somebody's daughter. Yeah, I was gonna say
It
that.
was a great opening by the kid. Great opening
Yeah?
by the kid. Yep. So this is one of 3 banked up, right?
Jesus.
Yeah. You should probably say which one it's for.
Does it really matter?
The first one.
It's 3?
Yeah, it's 3.
Oh, God.
We were all.
We could have been very close to
We're
6.
all on the Bears
Yeah,
and over.
we were
The second
very
pick,
close.
The second pick of the week, we're all on the Bears and over. You know, but we're also all on the Saints and over, and look what happened.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, that was
Spagnuolo just like he's so good, man. He's so good.
dude.
Yeah,
It's
he's
so
great.
annoying that
He's great.
the
And he's
Chiefs-
just refusing to take head coaching jobs. He's just staying there.
You're winning Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Smart.
Uh,
That's what I want. I want
respect
Brian
it.
Flores to do the same thing.
I respect it.
Because otherwise your career just goes. If you just go to a shit team,
It's so much more responsibility. Yeah,
Like
you get
who's
paid a
gonna go
little
to
bit
the Jets?
more, but
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
okay, first community shotgun. Why
Who
not
was
us
he?
podcast?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Cheers. Cheers, genitals.
Cheers.
Those were still cold. They were cold. They were cold.
Woo! Thank you.
Look at the respect from Ronnie. Keeping it off the.
That was the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Let's bounce back.
I muted.
This was.
I'm crying because I tried not to burp.
This could also
It
be
hurts.
considered a dog shit game of the week, just because it's
Can
going
we
to
do
be
another?
boring.
Denver.
Steelers are at the Raiders.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
this is
thinking
shit.
Denver Chargers. but
Aiden
yeah.
O'Connell will be the quarterback here.
AOC?
Raiders are +3 at home against the Steelers. Over under 36.5. I forget whose turn it is. I think it's.
You could take it.
I think it's my
Go
turn.
ahead.
I
After you,
think I
Andy.
like the Raiders here. I feel like I've gone against the Steelers every week, and I don't know why. Because
They're the same Steelers team as they always
every
are.
year they do the same thing. Mike Tomlin just finds a way, and
I love that
I just being in Vegas. I know the Steelers
yeah.
are coming off kind of a shit loss against the Cowboys, but I'm taking the Raiders +3. I think I'm taking the under 36.5. I don't know who's going to score the ball in this game. So Raiders
Yeah.
+3, under 36.5.
I went Pittsburgh -3. Also the under. I think Aiden O'Connell's just gonna get his ass beat by Steelers defense. I mean, T.J. Watt's gonna have 2 sacks, and I mean, the Raiders are just they're a disaster. They like got hot at the end of last year to like make everybody be in on like the whole thing with Antonio Pierce and all that stuff, and now it's like you stink.
I'd imagine you're taking the under.
Yep.
I'm taking the under. Yeah.
New coach.
It's so low, but I'm
New
still
coach
taking it.
momentum.
That's
what
right.
it
I don't
was.
know if either team could score the ball, and both defenses are good.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
what do you think's gonna happen with that Russell Wilson thing? He's
I
probably
don't know. Because when you're 3-0, there's zero talk about quarterback change. Now you lost 2 in a row. It's starting to get loud.
And he doesn't look bad, Fields, but he doesn't look good enough to like
Keep.
He's lost
be
2
the
in a row.
guy. Yeah, he lost 2 in a row.
And he was proclaimed as the starter before he got banged
I
up.
think it's
Correct.
either gonna be-
He practiced in full today for the first time.
I think it's either going to be in the middle of this game or next week if they lose. If they're
Yeah.
losing bad. In
Yeah, I
this
don't think
game,
they start Russell this
Or
week.
if they
They
look,
could.
ba- if
They
they
could.
look bad, yeah. But I think if they look bad halfway through the game, Tomlin will make the switch. Or if they lose and they don't make the switch in the middle of the game, I think it's Russell Wilson next week.
He
Yeah.
leads them out of the tunnel, Wilson.
Really?
He leads them
Listen,
out of the
he's
tunnel.
got to be a great teammate, dude. He has to.
I don't know.
He has to be
right?
the worst teammate.
Russell Wilson?
I've heard bad things. Yeah,
From who?
Dude, he
Your-
No, what are you talking
Your
about?
folks at the NFL?
No, Marshawn Lynch had that thing about like how
Yeah,
they couldn't
he's-
reach him on his own phone. They had to go through
He's
like
a
his
weenie.
fucking
I
middleman.
remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Dude, he was doing high knees down the team airplane.
What'd you say?
high knee. He was doing like calisthenics through the team airplane when they were like
Yeah,
flying.
you brought a foam roller on vacation.
8
iPhone
days. Charger. It was an iPhone
8
charger and a
days.
foam roller.
I was checking a bag either way.
It was 8 days. I didn't get extra leg room, so I needed the foam roller.
We were that long. We were in
San
Vegas
Diego.
for 3 or 4, and then went to San Diego
Yeah.
for whatever.
Yeah.
We did
Probably
Vegas
8
for
days.
too many days.
4 days is.
That was a lot of fun.
Many
It
days.
was a lot of fun.
Need to be 2 and 6.
All right, Steelers Raiders.
Are we good now?
We're live.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm riding with you, Ron. You had Steelers -3 in the under.
Correct.
I'm gonna take that.
Excellent.
I just think the Steelers defense is too good.
The only reason I'm going with Vegas is because it's in Vegas. It's the only reason. And I know that really probably doesn't make much of a difference, but I don't know.
I didn't really
Yeah,
think
most of the fans at the Las Vegas Raiders games are just out of town drunkies that figure they'll
I have
go
news
to
for
a.
you. I think this
a
might
football
be
game.
This
Yeah.
might be a push either way. It might be a 10-7 game one way or the other.
Yeah, I could see that. Really.
So
Definitely.
let's move on. Another close one for dog shit game of the week. Chargers are at the Broncos. Spread is also 3. Broncos are getting 3 points at home. 35.5 is the over under. Go ahead, G.
This is the Chargers Broncos game. Yeah, so I don't know. This is a weird one. I don't know what to pick with this game. I'm just taking the points. I'm taking the Broncos plus 2.5, and I'm just gonna take
I
the
got
under.
3 on here. What do you got?
All right,
I have 2.5.
All right, we'll go with 2.5.
2.5. Yeah, let's go the
Dude.
majority. Yeah, just give me the points and give me the under. I just don't think anyone scores here, and I'll take the free 2.5 points because I don't know what is gonna happen in this game.
This is a free for all. Let's
Yeah.
rifle through this shit.
Think this is like a typical it's like coach versus coach because everything else in the middle is like I don't know, it's gonna go on the field, but it's like who's
Fair.
gonna coach better?
Fair.
I'm gonna take the Chargers. I fucking hate Sean Payton, honestly. I hate him.
sucks.
I hate that they're starting to look better. Bo Nix doesn't look that bad.
They
all
are
of a sudden.
starting to
Doesn't
look
look
better.
bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't look bad.
But I think like this is another typical. This is almost similar to Washington, Baltimore with the quarterback situation, where it's like
The other end of the
Bo
spectrum.
Nix would like to be like Herbert.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Both built
Or
the same way
Levis.
too.
With shame on him, but
Also, how many years are we gonna give Herbert
That's fair.
with mediocrity and
Yeah.
say he's still a top 5 quarterback?
He has kind of gotten fucked a lot though.
What?
He's gotten fucked
did
a
you
little bit.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm taking the under as well. Wait, I had 35.5? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fucking low, but I'm going to I took under 35.5 and I took under 36.5 in the last 2 games. That is.
Yeah, I took the
Don't
under,
watch
too.
those games.
I took under in both those.
I'm taking the Chargers to win by a field goal. Chargers minus 2.5.
So 3-0.
And I'm taking the over 35.5.
That's crazy.
Okay, that is a
I'm
little
taking
crazy.
the over 35.5. I think the Chargers put up 21. And I think
21?
the Broncos might find a way to put up 17 points.
This is a tough one.
I think it's just going to sneak over. But the Broncos offense hasn't looked horrible.
No, they really haven't. Bo Nix actually looks kind of good.
Yeah, they
it's
haven't.
just so low
They're
that
slowly starting to build some momentum.
I'm taking the Chargers minus 2.5 over 35.5. And let's move on from that piece of shit.
Real quick, is Patrick Surtain the defense player of the year right now? Probably. He's fucking good, man.
Really good.
He's so good.
Looks really good. I would
Is he
argue,
the odds-on favorite?
I don't think so.
I would
what's-
argue he's part of the reason they're winning games.
100%. He had a 100-yard interception for a touchdown last week.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this guy is the defense
Literally.
player of the year, but talk about Kyle Van Noy being signed by Baltimore from what was he? What they pick him up last year? Week 8, week 9.
Yeah, that was
wasn't
weird.
even on a team,
Yeah, he was
and has
free,
just
right?
come out and just. I would say in those last games that he's played, he probably leads the league in sacks or is close. He has looked unbelievable. I think he had 10 last year and only played about half the season.
He does look
Yeah.
And now he has like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
He does look really
He
good.
looks
Surtain is
phenomenal.
4th right now Aiden Hutchinson, T.J. Watt, Chris Jones.
Aiden looks great.
Those
And then
all make
Surtain.
sense. Those all make sense.
Aiden had like
hey,
4 sacks in a game.
Why not throw Van Ginkel in the mix
knew you
here?
were gonna bring that up.
Why not throw him in?
This is
Why
why
not
he brought
throw
it
him
up.
in?
How
This is
rock-
why he
No,
brought
it's
it
not.
up.
But it just,
How rock hard were you when they showed the clips of him on all the different teams that he was on and just grabbing those picks out of
Oh,
midair?
I know him.
It's incredible.
It's pretty
It's incredible. Dude, he almost had 2 against Miami, or when he was on Miami, and then he almost had 2 against the Giants.
Yeah. Right spot, right time.
Let's move on.
He's not even close up here. Hang
Cowboys-
on, this may be the bet of the year. Hang on, let's find out his odds.
Well, besides 2 pick sixes.
Yeah, but he needs to do that like 10 more times
Yeah.
like, to keep up with Chris Jones.
Let me have my time here. He's plus 15,000. Put 100 on it.
To be fair, you got Darnold plus 20,000. So
Yeah. I wonder where
But
he is.
apparently
odds-wise.
Patrick Mahomes is outplaying him.
I bet
tenfold,
Darnold's like
so-
plus 1,200 right now.
That's exactly what he is.
Oh my God, this is bad.
What? Can we just talk real quick about
What
the
are his odds to
MVP odds? Do not take Patrick Mahomes at plus 230 right now. That's
What a
ridiculous.
ridiculous thing.
He has 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He's 22nd.
He's playing the worst football of his career.
Yeah, and they're fucking.
And they're 5-0.
But you know what sucks? He's playing his worst football, and if you watch that game on Monday night, he looks so
Didn't
good.
I watched the Yankee game?
He threw no touchdowns or anything, but he just looks so
What
good.
was that
somehow.
one-
He's always control. You can count on him to control a game. That's why, like Vikings Jets last week, when the Jets had the ball at the end of the game, I'm like, this is why you sign a guy like Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
even late in his career, because he could go down and drive the ball
Yeah.
down the field and score a touchdown.
I was nervous as shit.
And sure enough, he didn't perform.
I did catch a play by Mahomes early in the game where they were driving. They were on like the 12 or 15, where he was scrambling around a lot, and then he like did a spin move off a guy that
Correct.
was rushing him, threw the ball sidearm, and like
Yep.
I forget who the route runner was, but he kind of just stopped where he was in the soft spot of the zone.
Yeah.
But I think Mahomes was trying to lead him, and it was an
Yeah.
incomplete pass. But if he completed that pass, ESPN would have been talking about
Rock
it
hard.
for about 3 weeks straight.
And to be fair, that end, I think it was the last drive of the game when he scrambled for 35 minutes and then went and grabbed that first down. Which, by the way,
That was
they
sick.
didn't give him. Which I thought it was a first down.
Yeah, where
When
he
they
reached
go to
around.
The
review
Kelsey
that,
play?
No, he ran it for a first down.
Oh, Mahomes.
The last
yes.
drive of the game.
Yeah, he was like basically locked in. He
was
went around
scrambling-
them.
He was scrambling for like 15 to 20 seconds and then ran for 10 yards, got the first down, reached out at the last second. And again, live, I thought he got it, but they didn't give it to him. And then they went to review it. They challenged it, and he re-challenged, and they did give it to him,
They gave
which
it to him.
they never
They-
overturned.
It's tough
Yeah.
with a spot
They
trip.
never.
Because you can't see it where he's going.
But
With
the
a
second-
spot play, it's
Yeah.
tough.
The
yeah.
second Andy Reid challenged that, I'm like, the Chiefs are getting this. They're getting this first down. Like,
How are
this
they
is
gonna
just-
lose, man?
I
When
don't know.
like when they're not playing, like his stats are shit, and he's so good with the
'Cause-
ball in his hands. He's going to win the game.
Inevitably, he'll figure it out,
Yeah.
and they're just gonna. They might go 17-0 this year.
Is Juju going to be their number one?
I guess so. Rasheed Rice is out for
I said to
the.
you.
He's out for the year.
Isn't that yeah, no,
You
he's
know what?
done.
You could be a subpar is not the right word, but you could be like an average wide
He has been
receiver.
subpar for.
Yeah, but
an
if you're
extended
an
amount of
average
time.
wide receiver,
He's been
and you have,
bad.
If
Yeah,
you had
horrible.
Patrick Mahomes, you can immediately turn into an
Yeah,
unbelievable
but
receiver.
when Mac Jones is throwing to you, I guess
Doesn't
it's different.
Let's move on.
C.J.
Cowboys
Stroud
plus
second.
3 at home against the Lions. The over-under is 52. This is my sure thing pick of the week,
Ooh.
and I don't like it.
This is
Cowboys.
balls. This is balls.
The Cowboys plus 3 at home is my
I not have it?
sure thing pick of the week. I don't know why.
I
I'm
love
not
it.
giving any explanation. I just think that this is the kind of game the Cowboys win, and I think it's the kind of game that Detroit loses historically. So,
This is the
Sure
typical
thing.
game that puts them back on the map. Like,
oh, they beat the Lions. You know, the defense might look good.
ESPN will talk about it the entire week.
I'm also taking the under 52, which is against me. But, I don't usually do that, especially in a game like this. But I'm taking the boys plus 3, sure thing pick of the week,
Plus
and
3.
the under 52.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't.
I love it. I hope it happens. I hope Detroit loses. I'm taking Detroit minus 3 just because I'm so used to Detroit winning. Like, they're gonna win. Well, not used to, but like in the last 2 weeks, they're gonna win games like this. And knowing that like the Vikings are now in first place, and I know that they're not going to get a 2-game lead going into it.
Yeah.
I just how I feel. I just feel like Detroit is going to be up their ass, and then we're going to play Detroit next week, and it's going to be so stressful. So I don't see a way that we can go into it not stressed as a Vikings fan.
Yeah.
Therefore,
You can go into it not stressed by being 6-0.
Yeah, that's
well,
a good feeling.
well, hopefully 6-0 if we beat Detroit.
That's how.
But-
well, Oh, you're a bye week this
bye
week.
week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So say Detroit.
5-0 helps.
If Detroit wins this game,
Still feels
if
good.
we lose to
Still feels pretty
Detroit,
good.
we drop to second. From going 5-0, we drop to second, just like that.
That's
in the division,
pretty
yeah.
You know, like that's like the typical like
We've had
now.
one
Now it's just
division game,
stressful. Yes,
Just
we
the
beat the
Packers.
Packers in Lambeau. Fucking pussies.
Lions -3, over under 52.
I'm changing my pick. I didn't say it yet. I'm taking the under because I think that it seems so obvious for the over, but I think Detroit's gonna run the shit out of the ball in order to keep it
I
under.
think the Cowboys defense might bounce back a little bit. That's the reason I wrote the under.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had Cowboys
52
defense.
points is a lot.
Cowboys defense is banged up, but yeah, they can get it together.
I've had them in
Parsons
fantasy.
still out?
They've gotten me negative
Yes.
points and barely any points.
and
So
Lawrence.
they've looked
I
bad.
think-
Who do you like?
But give me the Lions -3. I do think they win this game. I just also don't want to see the Cowboys win this game.
It's complete opposite. I don't want to.
I don't want to see the Cowboys win this game. I don't. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck who. I prefer the Lions to win this game. I like the Lions.
Also, this game opened at 5.5. It's now moved down to 3. So significant movement.
That makes
5.5 it opened at?
That makes my
Yeah.
sure thing pick of the week even stronger.
Why the fuck would it open at 5.5?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it opened
I
at
figured 3
5.5.
points at home, but that means that there's still.
It's moved 2.5 points, and it's
That means
Wow,
it's
that's pretty
that's
good.
like an
Still
8.5 point if they're home.
Dog at
Yeah.
home. Wow.
That's crazy.
But give me the under. Give me the under. I think that we're on the same page here, on. I think they're going to run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys defense really looks horrible. They look bottom 10 in the league, and usually they rely on that strong defense. And the offense just isn't really doing it for them. It's classic Dak garbage time Prescott, where that's where they score their points. And, Lions and under.
Detroit's 1-2 punch is ridiculous with Gibbs and Montgomery.
It's pretty ridiculous.
It's crazy how I've never seen, like, usually it's like a 1 and 2 guy, but this is legitimately like a 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, they know how to work,
I thought
use
Gibbs
them
would be
perfectly.
touching the ball 70% of the time this year.
Yeah.
What's crazy though is like if you notice their games, a lot of times it's not like in a couple plays, out a couple plays. It's like this guy gets this drive,
drive.
this guy gets this drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guy gets a breather on the
Which you
sideline.
could argue,
Yeah.
which you could argue
100%.
is the reason that they're both doing so well. You know.
I wish that they weren't in the Vikings division because I love Campbell. I kind of like Goff.
You
Like I like Montgomery.
Yeah.
Like they have like
Dan
a great
Campbell's the
situation.
man.
He is.
I
He's
love
a great
Dan
guy.
Campbell.
Lets it hang.
Yeah, man.
Panthers are at home against the Falcons. The Panthers are +6, over under 47.
I have 6.5.
I have 6.5 as well.
Okay, we'll go with 6.5. Ron,
We'll
I
go
think
with
we're on you.
6.5. I'm taking Carolina at home +6.5. I don't think they win the game, but I think Atlanta may be a little bit overinflated. I mean, Andy Dalton ain't bad right now.
They
And
did look bad last week.
Falcons
They
are
did.
inflated because of that game.
They benched Andy Dalton last week? Bryce Young came in at the end of that game.
They did. They did.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's how little I paid attention to that game.
Well, very
And-
good. I saw it today.
And for the last,
To be fair.
last week.
I'm taking the under. I just think it's enough points at home that in a division game, same thing as like the first game we did, which was Seattle and Niners. Division game, getting points at home, I'm going to take the points
What do you like,
Yeah.
Jay?
and under.
Give me the Panthers. It's just a lot of points. Again, we've been on the same page a lot.
We're just so fucking
We're just
smart.
really cohesive. I just don't think the Falcons will cover that. And give me the under. Give me the under as well.
Chuba Hubbard, by the way, on fire.
He's
playing well.
Unbelievable.
You know,
Is he back-to-back 100-yard games?
He had 96 or something last
I'm
game.
sure we
Scrimmage.
speak for the
Oh,
majority.
scrimmage? I believe he must. Yeah.
I'm sure we speak for the majority of fantasy leagues out there that he was way down.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I thought they were just waiting for
It's a good
Brooks
steal.
to come in. They have that
Great
rookie.
steal.
That
I
rookie
tried to
Brooks.
grab him in, like, I want to say, I'm in a league where I think I could have got him in like the 8th, 9th, maybe even the 10th round.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
way down.
Oh yeah. No. He was like
You
just
know?
at the end of it.
Unlike you guys, I do like the under 47. I think I like the Falcons -6.5. I do. I don't know why.
I mean, Carolina's
Carolina.
defense stinks. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird game. It's definitely a weird game. A lot of lines this week could go either way.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them. I'm taking the Falcons -6.5 and the under 47.
Falcons defense isn't that bad, right?
No.
Like they're.
It's I.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's not bad.
They should go out and get
Speaking of
Devin White.
bad Sunday night football.
Should we shotgun a beer before we do something in football?
I think we should because we have 2 left.
2 left.
We have
And there's 2
left.
games.
Yeah, we do. have
Bartender.
I'm happy
with
about
that
it.
said, I have been waiting all day for Sunday night.
Thank you.
Garcon. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, there you go.
It's gonna
That's
blow. Oh, I'm gonna blow.
Slow down.
I've got 2 games to rifle through.
Rifle.
The red rifle.
Whoa.
Huh?
Juicy.
Yep.
What? Your key?
That's
I'm making love to it. Come on.
That's what the Porsche key does. Oh, see?
That's
Is that what the Porsche key does?
It's really nice.
Somebody threw it.
Another winner for AJ. 2 for 2. 2 for 2 on the day.
Shit.
Still have to do one more after this.
Yeah, I know, it's such
And
a
it's got to be quick. Huh?
Why not this podcast?
Oh no, I'm smelling a little bit.
Okay. Oh, no, I can't get my fucking finger into it.
Hold on a minute. Are you just going?
Cheers, genitals. That one was so good.
They're all cold. All of them are
Got my
cold.
handy dandy sink
Hang on.
back here.
All of them are cold.
Is there a sink back there?
No, it's no really. Well, it's just a tin.
But isn't
It's literally a sink. It's a storage closet for empty
It's
beers.
just a piece of tin, you know. Sunday
Don't
night
burp.
football. The Giants are at home against the Bengals. Spread is 3.5. The Giants are getting 3.5. Over under is 48. Go ahead, Jay.
I don't know. I'm a Giants fan. I've had little hope for them this entire year, and they started off slow, but they've looked good these last couple weeks.
Played the first week was the best team in the league against, you know?
They've looked pretty good these last couple weeks, and Daniel Jones has actually looked like very good.
He does.
He's just
taking-
Eli Manning 2.0 He's another
No,
guy.
he's not.
He's
Don't-
good enough to get
relax.
it
Just because he's white doesn't mean he's Eli Manning.
It's fair.
done. Point.
I feel like it is.
But he's basically Eli Manning.
That is what
except
they
he can
based that
move.
draft pick off.
He can move better.
It's the Mara
They're
family.
like, oh my god, there he
It's
is.
the Mara family.
He can move better than Eli Manning.
Yeah,
the only
no doubt.
They look alike.
But
They can be brothers. Add them to the family.
dude. But
I'm sorry. Quick.
Go
segue.
ahead.
The Manning podcast. Did you see, or the Manning cast, whatever they call it?
Mhm.
Did you see Belichick on there when they flashed to Taylor Swift?
Oh, he must have.
Monday Night Football.
What do you say?
Kelsey, I don't know if it was like an incomplete pass or whatever it was.
When they
When
showed-
what's his name had that interception, Saunders.
Uh-huh.
Whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
It was like an incomplete pass or something along those lines, and it's on the Manning cast. Belichick's dead center between the two brothers, and it flashes to Taylor Swift, and
Just
Belichick
exhales.
goes, ugh. Audibly says, ugh.
That's
when
just
Taylor
a
Swift-
football guy
and then
right
the
there.
brothers start laughing, trying to control it, and Belichick tries to save himself, and he's going like, he said something like, Kelsey's having a first half. He's having too big of a first half.
Blame
You know,
Kelsey.
trying to fucking bounce back from it, but anyway.
Well,
I mean,
did
he
you
speaks
see-
for all football fans. We do not want to see
Nah,
that.
I don't give a fuck
I don't
about
care.
that.
I don't care.
Wait,
I don't
did you-
dislike Taylor Swift.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
just don't
Stop
care.
shoving her down my throat.
I wonder if this. I didn't know that happened, but did you see the day after he put up a picture with his 24-year-old girlfriend and he was wearing a Taylor Swift shirt?
Stud. Oh, you know what that's called?
That's a little makeup.
Yeah, it's a little makeup move.
What?
He was wearing a Taylor Swift shirt.
Who was?
Bill Belichick.
It's like, what do you
Was
mean?
it?
I said, ugh, I love Taylor Swift. I was wearing a shirt with my girlfriend.
Oh, so he was
100%.
wearing that the next
He
day.
saved, yeah.
Yes.
I believe
Oh.
it was the next day.
That's almost worse that he wore it the next day.
That's hilarious.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, usually wouldn't give a fuck.
So you take the Giants plus 3.5?
Give me the Giants plus 3.5. I
Over
think
is
they
48.
might win this game, and give me the over 48.5. If Giants are going to be in this game and competitive, I think they're going to have to score.
That's true.
So give me the over 48.5.
What do you got, Ron?
Bengals have to win this game, and I think they have to win it handedly. And I think it's a typical
Handy?
Giants fans are like, we got something going, and then all of a sudden you get fucking blown out in Sunday Night Football, and then I gotta hear all my Giants friends freaking out. Fucking bullshit. Sell the team. Get fucking rid of Daniel Jones, and it'll
They'll
just go
never
back
sell
to
the
week one. That's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm taking the over because Cincinnati's defense does stink. So I don't think this will be a blowout, but I think the Bengals will get after it.
Win by
Chase
10
is
or
on
so.
fire right
I
now.
disagree.
And T. Higgins also looks
out
really
of
good
his mind,
too.
Chase.
I'm all in.
Contract
on the
year.
Bengals. This was almost my for sure pick of the week. Bengals minus 3.5.
Yeah,
And I like the over only because I see the Bengals putting up like 30 points. I think it's
At least 30 points,
I
I'd
think
say.
it is a blowout. I don't care if it's in New York, which is really New Jersey, by the way.
throughout the
I-
31-20.
Sure. I
know?
think the Bengals are putting
See
up
that?
30 points. I think the Bengals might have also. There might be another team that caught their stride. They start slow every year.
They might be the best 4-1 team ever.
1-4.
1-4.
1-4.
Yes.
Did I say 4-1?
Yeah, because Joe Burrow looks good. They should be doing something on the defense. So do something.
I am all in on the Bengals minus 3.5.
Do something.
I like that.
I might like an alt line. Check out the alt line. See what the odds are.
Chase is going to score.
6.5, maybe even minus 9.5. I see them coming in and beating the Giants down. The Giants have hope. I don't think that's realistic. But I said this about the Bengals a few weeks ago with the Commanders, but the Commanders are way better than I gave them credit for.
Yeah, I think everyone gave them credit for.
So, I'm taking the Bengals minus 3 and the 3.5 and the over 40.
I mean, I wonder what the Commanders' odds were to win the division at the start of the year. Because they were probably, obviously, Cowboys and Eagles were above them. I'm sure the Giants had better odds than them.
Yeah,
the Commanders were probably like plus 1,000 to win the division.
I'm actually kind of curious.
Giants probably around plus 600. Commies around plus 1,000.
Vikings were plus 1,000 to win the division.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, if they were plus 1,000.
Yeah,
Commanders were plus 1,000.
Really?
This is crazy how I just hit these like right on the nose.
Shut the fuck up.
I think it's a problem.
Why didn't you bet it?
It's a problem.
Monday Night Football. The Jets are at home against the Bills. Tricky one. You guys want me to start as a Jets fan?
Tricky.
Or do you want to go last as a Jets fan?
Go first.
I don't know.
I'll go first.
So.
You want to go? You go first.
I'll go first.
You take the lead.
No, let me go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Just kidding. You go first.
I'll go first.
G.
Can I go?
Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding.
Nah,
let
you should go. You should go. You're the Jets fan.
So. Bills are coming off 2 losses. And the Jets' offense looks abysmal.
Yeah.
Jets are coming off 2 losses as well, or just 1?
Doesn't matter.
No, 1.
Just 1 loss. No, 2 losses. Lost to the Broncos, and then they lost to the
Oh, my God.
Vikings.
Oh, yeah, they lost to the Broncos. That's the worst game of the year, but continue.
I think my heart says bet the Jets.
What's your body saying?
My mind says bet the Bills.
My body.
My mind is easily saying bet the Bills.
But
Taking the Jets plus 2.5. I think momentum's going to be high. They might lose by a point. Listen, let's be clear. The Jets probably won't win this game, and I'm probably biased, but I'm taking the Jets plus 2.5, and I'm taking the over 41. I think the offense is going to click. I think Josh Allen is still going to get his. He's looked like shit the last 2 weeks. The Bills' offense has looked like shit the last 2 weeks. The Bills in general have looked like shit the last 2 weeks. I'm taking the plus 2.5, and I'm taking the over 41. I don't like either of them, so when we come back to next episode, I could say, yeah, I hated it. I just took it because I'm a Jets fan, but I'm taking the Jets plus 2.5 and the over 41. And that's all I'm saying about it.
I have the complete opposite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Bills minus 2.5, under 40.5. I don't think Josh Allen has a big game. I think the Jets defense is going to be the Jets defense, but I just think the Jets offense, I don't know. I don't see him winning the game. I think this will be close. You know what? This will be a back and forth game.
For the record,
this will be
I
a
think
close
that's
one.
fair. I think that makes sense, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
But the Bills need. All right, if there's one team that you go all out for Devontae Adams right now, it's the Bills.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Why wouldn't you do that?
It's not going to happen.
I don't.
Yeah, but it's not completely up to him.
I just don't think
Whoa.
Does he have a trade clause with the Raiders?
No.
James Cook is questionable.
But I don't think they can afford him. I just don't think they have the salary cap.
James Cook is not looking great.
It's like another situation where it's like the Bills are like still in that. They're about to end that window. If you want to get back in that window, I know you got rid of the top receiver, but you're seeing the last 2 games that you need a receiver.
Devontae Adams has come out and said he wants to be either with the Jets or with the Saints.
Yeah.
That's fine, but he also wants to win a Super Bowl, and he can win the Super Bowl.
But he's just going to say, don't trade me to that team.
Yes.
Think so?
Yes, I do.
I do think they.
I think they can make a run. I think they can make a better run than the Jets right now.
You.
Yeah.
Well, it's them, the Saints, or the Bills. I would say if I'm Devontae Adams, give me the Bills.
Of those 3, the best chance of
Josh Allen's not. He's not like a terrible throw of the ball.
If you watch that receiver show, Devontae Adams has said he really doesn't care about Super Bowls. He doesn't care about winning and losing. He cares about He cares about his stats. He cares about his numbers. And I think he has cohesiveness.
Yeah. See, but he's
Rodgers
kind of
and obviously Derek Carr.
Can I just say, I'm sorry.
Like, why the Saints?
Tom
Because he wants to go there.
Our camera and audio guy just decided to text us. Yeah, but he just decided to text us mid-show and say, if you're reading this, you're a loser. I read it.
That's not what he said.
That's not quite what he said.
Did you read it?
I read it. I
just read it.
It popped up on my laptop and I looked and I was like, oh, fuck him.
Behind the scenes, he's tossing shotgun beers to us because he doesn't want to get in camera, and then he texts us something like that.
Unbelievable.
We do need one more shotgun, by the way.
We do. This is the last pick. Bills or Jets?
I'm gonna ride with you, AJ. I like both the Jets with the points,
Is it
and
a
I like
momentum thing?
and I like the over.
Casala's gun?
Yeah, it says Selah, C'est la vie.
You know what I think that was? Do you know what it is? I used to
What
work
is
with a guy named Selah. And
How's he doing?
Was it Bob? Is he coaching the Jets now? Well, was.
He was never the coach of the Jets.
Oh, okay. Not the same guy.
Different guy.
Different guy. Okay.
They don't look alike.
He's a big dude.
He is a big dude.
He's a big boy.
Do you think
What do
the
you think he's like in the
Niners
weight
bring
room?
him back quickly?
No,
He'll get a
because
job. He'll get a job somewhere.
I think he said he's going on vacation.
Not this year.
I would if I was
Not
him.
this
But
year.
he's
but
gonna be.
I honestly feel bad
Do you
for
think
him.
he's
He's
somewhat relieved?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You should-
I think he's.
He'll never get another head coaching job because he won't want to do
He
it.
might not. Right. He might not
Yeah.
want it.
Yeah.
Did you see the
He'll be the
breakdown?
hottest defensive coordinator though next year.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Between him and Ulbrich. I think a lot of that defense is Ulbrich. Jeff Ulbrich. I really do.
Well, I mean, it's a yeah. Well, that's I don't know actually. That's tough to
Figure
say
it out.
because it's tough to say because literally all fucking Saleh did was work on the defense because when they signed it over to Rodgers, it was okay.
You know what it might be?
Go do this. He doesn't speak when they're on offense.
Nothing.
Literally.
He doesn't speak
Literally.
on defense, honestly, either.
Who calls
You never
plays?
Yeah,
see
but I
him
think he's
speaking-
pulling the strings there. I think in practice
calls
for the.
plays on
I think
defense?
I think the mind part of it.
I
is-
don't know actually.
I think the mind part of it is Selah on defense, but
C'est la
I think
vie. Do you know who calls plays?
adrenaline or the excitement and like the team morale part of it is Ulbrich on
Yeah.
defense. 100%.
That's fair.
And I think that's part of the reason the Jets decided to put him in the head coach.
Apparently they love that guy too. Like players in the Jets, that
Fantastic.
Ulbrich. People love him in the locker
I
room.
think if they were going to put somebody in charge of the head coaching position, it has to be him. Even though I don't
That
think
was the
it's-
only option.
I don't think it's going to make much of a change from like how they, like from an offensive perspective at all, like even a little bit. But I do think that was the only option because I think that the team loves him because he's a great guy. He's a great coach and he's a great guy and he gets the team motivated. You ever
That's
see
fair.
that dude when the Jets get a big stop on defense? He's out on
He's
the
hyped,
field.
yeah.
He's
He's
fucking
ready to go.
hyped. The team loves him. You know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you watch Aaron Rodgers shove Saleh away.
I know.
Fucking drive.
Fuck
Yeah.
that, dude. I honestly feel bad for Saleh.
I
Let
do
me
too.
say one thing. Fuck Nathaniel Hackett. The fact that he still has a job throughout this whole fucking situation is ridiculous.
Right.
And he's just going to make his way fucking through this as if nothing is his fault.
his
When,
boy.
fuck him, dude. He sucks.
He does.
When they lost to the Niners in the fashion that they did, he should have been canned week one.
Well, he should have been canned before the season started.
I think it's ridiculous. He was terrible. He was like fucking Josh McDaniels when he was coaching Denver.
Well, it makes
like,
sense
he
that they gave him
stinks.
this year because Rodgers wasn't around last year. So, like, is Zach Wilson going to...
Well, they only gave him this year because it was Aaron Rodgers.
Correct.
They have the same amount. They have the same amount of points scored through the first 5 weeks as they did last year with the worst offense in the league.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
What was their record in week 5 last year? 1-4.
That's actually a good question. I
1-4?
wonder.
You can't lose that game to the Browns.
Listen, it's no question that Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback, but it's like
Sick. If I keep talking about it, you like the over-under.
During Saleh's, I'm not a stats guy,
fuck you.
Not a bad guy.
but this stat, during Saleh's tenure, the Jets were outscored by 267 points in the first half.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's the worst in the NFL.
Yeah, but last year...
The first half.
Last year
is bad.
bananas where I don't think they scored a point in the first quarter of, like, almost every game.
It's only 56 games.
I feel bad for
267
Saleh
points
that
in
he had to
56 games.
basically just sat there last year and knew that whole
Yeah,
season
just
was a
waiting,
wash.
just waiting.
For this season. He gets to this season. They have back-to-back losses, and he gets fired. Not the fucking offensive coordinator is
Which
just going to
which
sit
is,
there
by the
like
way,
nothing happened.
Which is the problem. But again, who are you going to... Like,
The Jets shut down
I
the
would've
Vikings
rather
like the Vikings were shot.
which, by the way,
offensively.
previous
Yeah.
episode, I said that I would believe in Sam Darnold
And they
if
would
he
beat him up.
performed, and he did not.
Yeah, and then
believe in
AJ
the
texts me and says, "I told you Sam Darnold was going to get hurt by them." That was dick.
I did. I said he was. I said he was.
I'm sitting here watching this guy. I'm like, "Fuck, what happened? What
It's
happened?"
nothing
And I get a text like, "I told you." I'm
Rub
like,
some
"Fuck
dirt in
you."
it, Wyatt.
Nothing
Why don't-
personal. I said they were going to try to hurt him, and they did. And they came
That's
back.
a tough
To
text to
his
say.
fair-
That was a tough
To
text.
be
That's
fair,
crazy.
And then Rodgers was crawling on the ground like this, and I was like, "Yeah, not funny
Rodgers is
anymore."
But it's your
75
quarterback.
years old. He's 75 years old. To be fair, he came back in, and he still looked like
He
shit.
did.
So now I'm a believer in the Vikings, but I'm still not a believer in Sam Darnold.
That's so ridiculous.
A good defense shut him down completely.
Yeah, what the best passing defense in the league? Yeah, okay.
I hate those England games, though. I hate them. I hate them. That's never.
We get
gotta judge them off the one game besides the other 4 games.
By the way,
yeah, that's crazy. Wait, Houston's defense is good. San Francisco's defense is good. Packers defense ain't bad, and the Giants defense doesn't look that bad.
Giants defense pretty good.
But what did I say the previous?
They have one of the best defensive lines.
I said if he played that well against the Jets defense, which is a revenge game, then I would believe in Sam Darnold, and he looked like hot garbage.
He started off really good, and they still won.
The Vikings won the game.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to split hairs here. You're right. The Vikings had a bad game and won the game. That's a good football team.
I would argue that the Jets lost that game more than the
good
Vikings
football
won
team. A good football team is a team that picks up the slack.
Correct.
I agree.
Because to fire on all cylinders is tough.
But that's not
so you
for me.
always have to pick up the slack somewhere.
So why should I have to say that I believe in Sam Darnold when the rest of the team picked up his slack?
I think it's a horse to say you don't believe after.
He had a track record before that game.
I'm saying he's doing well, okay? But I said last week, if he performs well, I'll believe in him, and he did not. So I'm not
speaking from
this
a guy.
This is a 100% Darnold, like Jets fan.
I don't want to hear
I'm not a Darnold guy either.
I don't want to hear it. I listened to you for 15 years, Aaron Rodgers, and I'm the fucking Packers.
That's fair.
Destroying
that has nothing to do with this.
He's not a good quarterback.
That's the exact same conversation. And
nothing
I would
to do with
Aaron
it.
Rodgers has had a little bit better of a career than Sam Darnold.
That's
Over
fine.
under 41.
Talking to the press.
41?
41.
I have 40 and a half.
I thought he had 40 and a half as well. Doesn't matter. It's under.
I took the over.
I took the over. I'm taking the over.
You guys are stupid as fuck.
All right, take the 40. Give the 40 and a half. Majority has 40 and a half.
You both have 40 and a half?
Yeah.
20 to 13.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Do you have to think that? Made sure that wasn't 40
to 13.
40 and a half.
He carried the 3.
Oh, 33. Okay, yeah.
So we did it, folks. That's our picks. We're gonna post these. Tail us. This is a bounce back week.
One real quick. We should run. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
Not at all.
We should do a Thursday night parlay real quick.
This upcoming, Niners and the.
Just throw it together.
I sent one to you guys today.
I don't mind that.
As we're putting this together, I do just want to say I do like our picks this week. I feel like we were on the same page a lot.
It's a bounce back week.
Last week we were rushed. I didn't feel it.
How many games?
You poured us fucking transfusions before we could even speak.
Yeah.
It's a bounce back game.
How many games are this week? 14?
Yes. No. Yes. Yes.
14.
4 teams off. Yeah.
We're gonna be up at least 4 units, all of us.
14.
At least. 14 team?
14 teams.
14 teams.
So I like what you have besides the Kenneth Walker part.
Really?
I'd like to throw something else in there.
Okay.
All right. What do I have besides Kenneth?
So we have Tyler Lockett plus 25 plus receiving yards.
Are you guys building one together?
He sent one in the chat, and we're going to build
they're all
off
very
that.
modest alt lines.
We're swapping one out.
Very bad odds, but
we'll post this up so you can take it.
Yeah, we'll post it up for you guys. And Taylor picks. It's a bounce back week. Bounce back.
It is bounce back week.
Bounce back week.
We're winning big.
I sent one to you.
Big.
All right, let me ask what the odds were on Kenneth Walker, because that way we could just swap it out for
It wasn't great.
The fact that DK Metcalf is not in this parlay right now and involved in it is a problem.
Tyler Lockett, 25
I agree with
plus.
He needs to be involved in this parlay, 60 plus.
So I'll switch up Kenneth Walker.
I think just throw him in.
The issue is I would want to take Lockett out then.
Yeah, I do now.
You don't like Tyler Lockett to get 25 plus yards?
So
He's
right
kind
now,
of being phased out.
Is he? He caught like 40 yards worth of passes last week at the end of the game against the Giants.
Let's look at the
We
game
expect
log.
the Niners to.
You're at 25?
right now the parlay we have is Lockett plus 25 yards, Debo plus 40 yards, Mason plus 50 yards rushing, and then Walker plus 40 yards rushing. That's what we have so far.
And it's 2-1.
I like
Yeah,
Lockett.
2-1.
You're right. Keep the Lockett part. You're right.
I think we sprinkle in a little DK Metcalf plus 60 plus yards. What is that at right now?
It's a lot. I'd rather keep it at like 40.
I mean, his over-under.
I don't think it needs to be that high. Hang on.
I don't
75
think
and
it's
a
that
half,
high
no?
either.
So what you had with 40 was minus 430 for the.
Over 66 and a half? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
50.
why is receiving yards out here?
So if you dabble that in.
So minus 430. So
I don't have it built
Take
out
40.
yet.
Take 40 yards.
Yeah, take
What,
40.
40?
Probably goes
Yes.
to 2.5 to 1, 3 to 1.
All right.
We're
We're going to do DK Metcalf over 40 yards receiving.
Debo.
Jordan Mason, 50 plus yards rushing. Debo, over 40 yards receiving, and Tyler Lockett over 25 yards receiving. I love that.
Lockett over 25. Mason over 40.
Yep.
And
Kenneth Walker over 50.
No, Kenneth Walker's gone. He's out.
Oh, he's out? So it's just DK over 40, Lockett over 25, Debo over 40, Mason over 40?
Mason over 50. Rushing.
Mason over 50.
What are we looking at?
Hang on. Let's see what the odds are real quick. So we're at plus
165.
You're at plus 135 with DK, Tyler Lockett, and Debo alone. So if you add in the last part,
Mason
which
plus over 50.
Yeah. So if we get I want
Plus
to get to plus 200. That's where I want to be.
So why don't you sprinkle
Plus 185?
What's your beef with Kenneth Walker?
I think San Francisco's one strong suit is against the run.
Then 20.
Although Kenneth Walker's been
25 yards, Kenneth Walker gives us 2-1.
sick. Take that.
Okay. So DK Metcalf over 40 plus.
Yep.
Tyler Lockett 25 plus.
Correct.
Yep.
Jordan Mason 50 plus.
Yep.
Debo 40 plus.
Yep.
Kenneth Walker 25 plus.
Yep.
Odds are 2-1.
Plus 210.
Love that.
Same
I'm
game
putting it right
parlay
now.
of the week, Thursday Night Football. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Push it up.
We will see
Real
you.
quick before we go, we have one more shotgun.
We do have one more shotgun. This beer's probably ice cold.
Only 2 cans.
Good. Call it.
It's not
We'll do it
fair.
off camera.
It's not fair.
Okay, fine.
It's not fair.
Give me one of
We
my.
told the people.
I have Corona.
You have to tornado the Corona
Tornado.
What did you just do?
I would tornado the Corona.
like this.
I would it. I would do
That wasn't quite what you did.
So,
I want that
Potato
one.
fluid.
Nobody cut
Whatever Ron just said he
Yeah, the
wanted,
turtles.
I want that one. I like turtles.
So you add a minus 1800 line and it puts it up to plus 200. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, from plus 185.
I like that. I'm taking that for sure. Like
yeah, I like that. I
now.
Like that.
Right now.
Modest,
like it
it's
or
a
not.
modest same game.
I won't say we're at the point of we're going to take like a ladder challenge or anything like that, but
Modest.
if this hits, we'll feel good and we'll start to go after these
Modest.
Thursday nights and add these bad boys up.
We're going to cut it right after this.
Thank
so
you, Tom.
folks, thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week. Tail the Pigs. It's a bounce back week. Thank you to our sponsors.
Oops.
Me, you,
Livingston Vacuum.
you, Livingston Vacuum, Livingston, New Jersey.
Roofing company.
Just started roofing company.
That's it. That's it. That's all you got.
George's Pierogies. We love you.
No affiliation, but okay.
We love you. See you next week. I don't know how to do this.
Ooh. Ooh.
Thanks, folks.
Oh. Ooh, excuse me.
I'm a gentleman. I keep it in.
Episodes are over.
Oh, you didn't finish that? You're finishing it off camera? Oh, okay. Finish it off camera, that's fine. That wasn't even finished.
So full. So full. Thanks, folks.
That's crazy.
That was definitely finished. What are you talking about?
Half a beer's finished nowadays? The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
See this? This is Bush.